I'm not crying. You're crying. One Piece episode 1129 now out. Let's talk about this sad episode. So this episode of One Piece is an episode that people who have read the manga and that knew was coming. This episode would tackle one of the most tragic characters' backstory in all of One Piece. Kuma. Now, look, I knew about Kuma's backstory and everything like that. I knew about it and that, but I think they animated it beautifully. I think they really captured the heart and soul of what this character truly went through. It's sad. It is very, very sad. And I think what they also did really well here is they showcase you the sheer presence and power and cruelty that the celestial dragons actually have towards other people. And I think it came across in a way that makes you understand Kuma more as a character. Because it's very, very tragic what he goes through. And there is one particular moment in this episode where you sit there and you're just like gobsmacked. Really, really gobsmacked. So obviously it starts off with Bonnie, who's just stabbed Saturn, and then Saturn showcases a bit of his power and stuff like that. And he's like, all right, you guys are going to pick what order because you can't go anywhere. Who's going to die first? Who am I killing? What order him? And he's got Bonnie and he's holding her. And then we start to get the stuff with Kuma. And I love how the animation changes. And it's like this, almost like a drawing, a stencil drawing. And I really loved it of Kuma doing the dance. You know, getting that warrior of liberation dance going, Nika the sun god. And I really like how that introduced it, and then you start to go into the backstory of Kuma, a person who was born from a father who has buccaneer blood. And obviously this is a massive thing. If you have this blood, the world government's coming after you. And you know, they're happy, the family's happy, and you can just see him in the father telling the tale of Nika the sun god. It's just so, so beautiful. And then it all goes to crap when they find out that there's a buccaneer here and that Kuma has buccaneer blood, and they take him away, put him into basically becoming slaves. And mind you, Kuma is not old at this point. He is not even a freaking teenager at this point. But he's obviously bigger than a normal kid would be at his age because he has that blood in him. They make him work, man. You can just see it. And, you know, he separates his mom and his dad, and he's getting whipped left, right, and center. Do this, do that. What are you doing? You're going slow. And that man's just a kid. And you can feel it. I think they make you connect on such a level that you just want to jump through your screen and catch that freaking whip, catch it, and punch that celestial dragon in the face, man. You really, really do. You want to save this kid, Kuma. And the moment where he finally reconnects with his father when they're in chains again, and he sits down and he says to his father, "Where's mum?" And his father's got to explain that his mother's no longer around. And then the moment where Kuma says, you know, I'd be better off dead. You know, I'd be better off dead. My man was giving up on life. And then when they're in, this is the moment that I'm talking about, when they're sitting there and his dad starts talking about, you got to stay strong, Kuma. You have to. Nika is coming. He's going to come and he's going to free us. He's going to do it. So he starts doing the dance. He starts making, you know, the drums and that. And next thing you know, it just pans to Kuma and he's smiling, all happy, hope building up in him. Next thing you know, bam, blood splat all over Kuma. His dad has just been shot straight in front of him. And that moment was the moment where I was like, oh, and I just felt it. Felt it. And then we find out that they're going to do a hunt. That's the next thing on God Valley, which is an island that they're going to do. And Kuma escaping on there, you could feel the pain that Kuma had gone through, the trauma, and the moment where he's standing there and they're like, look, you need to come back. We need to bring you back now. And he's like, just kill me now. Like, if I go back there, I'm going to die anyway. So you might as well do it right now. The man's given up on life, and you can feel it. The music is absolutely stunning. The animation is stunning. But it's the the atmosphere that they created with this backstory, from taking it from a page and elevating it to another level, that starts to get the tears going in your eye, the feeling in your heart as it breaks for this character. And you're just like, oh, what? No. Like, oh, no, not Kuma. And it makes you understand Kuma more as a character. Obviously, we're still in this backstory part as well. Next week's episode, I'm really excited for because it's the God Valley, section where Whitebeard, Roger, and everyone is coming. And I'm really excited. I hope they give us a little bit more detail to that event than what they did in the manga. I would really, really like that. Also, I know people are going to be. I can already see it. I can see it already. There's a particular character that appears in this episode, one of the Holy Knights. And if memory serves me correct, he has red hair in the manga, I think, or something like that, or like something on the anime, something where he had red hair, and now he's got yellow hair. He's got like the blonde hair, and I kind of look. I think he does look better with the red hair, to be honest. But I mean, it is what it doesn't really matter. Like, him having blonde hair or red hair doesn't make the character any better. It doesn't make me go, yo, that character, man, he's now sucks as a character. Why? He's got blonde hair. No, it doesn't mean anything, really. But I know some people are going to be like, oh, why did they change it? I'm pretty sure he was supposed to have red hair originally, and I think they might have changed it. I don't know. I just know that I've seen him with red hair. So unless that's something they changed, I don't know. One Piece fans, let me know. Did they change that? Are you happy with that change or not? I want to know. But overall, this episode was beautifully put together. The music choice for the whole entire scene and sequence and everything was absolutely stunning. Like, sometimes you can have a well-written scene like they have here. It'd be absolutely animated beautifully, but the music just does not fit, and it doesn't get on that emotional level. The music here fits, and it elevated the scene to another level where I started to go, oh, I was breaking, man. I was breaking watching this, and I already knew this stuff. I already knew Kuma's backstory, but I still felt like this was executed better than it was in the manga. I think this is one of those situations where they took that story, that part of the story, put it on the screen here, and elevated it with every single other element into it that just made it feel like that. And, you can really feel the hatred Bonnie has for Saturn as well in this episode, which is something that I really like as well, getting across there. Saturn does feel threatening as well. So I think there's a lot to love here. It was just a beautiful episode, and next week I'm excited for this God Valley stuff. I'm excited to see everyone. I really hope they extend it and give us a little bit more to it, because I really, really want to know more of this God Valley stuff. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.